Henry David Thoreau is often misquoted, but what he actually said still carries significance, especially here in Japan. The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. Japan is a modest place, not much given to hubris, exaggeration, bombast, boasting, self-promotion, or superlatives. Whether it be ridiculously high density living in the big cities or the gossipy, tedious provincial humdrum, Japan is a place where few people realize their full potential. They purposely rein themselves in, knowing if they don't, society will do it for them. Konnichiwa and welcome to the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, President of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. Today's show is brought to you by the Sales Advantage course. We take you through the complete sales cycle: rapport, interest, solutions, objections, closing. Once you have this training, you are in control of every sales interaction. In-house or on our public programs, in Japanese or in English, we've got it for you. If you have a performance or people challenge in Japan, then maybe we can help you. Contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. How would you like your own access to 105 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training? Get our free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much, much more at our website, japan.dalecarnegie.com. I do 3 weekly podcasts, and if you have an interest in the presentations area, search for the Presentations Japan series on iTunes. If you're interested in sales, then look for the Sales Japan series also on iTunes. Now, before we get going today, our handy Japanese phrase is Saikin wa dou desu ka? Saikin wa dou desu ka? How are things going lately? How have you been doing lately? Saikin wa dou desu ka? Saikin wa dou desu ka? How are things going lately? Saikin wa dou desu ka? This is episode number 185, and today's topic is Be the Light on the 2017 Hill. New year, new starts, or not? We religiously muscle up in January to set our resolutions to improve ourselves in the coming 12 months. Often these resolutions are inwardly focused: lose weight, get better organized, be more patient, etc. This year, let's set a breakthrough goal and make it really worthwhile going through this process. Let's be a catalyst, a trigger, a spark to become the light on the hill for others around us. Be the change you want to see is a great Gandhi quote and tremendously wise and insightful. We can start by changing how we see others. Instead of being a perpetual fault finder, a corrector of errors, a righteous blade to cut through those making mistakes, a terminator of the terrible, why not try another approach? Rather than putting others down for their failings, why not become a person who is a serial encourager and builder of others? Imagine the type of workplace you want to work in. Is it rife with politics, backstabbing, petty power tussles, whining, bitching, and complaining about others? I doubt that is what any of us would vote for as a workplace of the future. We probably want a trouble-free zone where each person pulls their weight, is cooperative, supportive, committed, capable, successful, and nice. How we see others has a big influence on how we interact with them. If we see people in a negative light, we tend to search out their poor performance, their faults and inadequacies, while remaining blind to their strengths, achievements, and potential. Switch gears and start becoming a good finder rather than a fault finder. See that each person is operating under tremendous pressures, personal, financial, health, etc. When we see that all of us are united in carrying heavy burdens through life, we can become more empathetic, more forgiving, and less judgmental. Remember, we often selfishly hold everyone else accountable to a higher standard than that which we set for ourselves. We ingeniously cut ourselves some additional margin because we know intimately all the problems we face, which mitigate our ability to be perfect. How about we extend some of that understanding to those around us? Henry David Thoreau is often misquoted, but what he actually said still carries significance, especially here in Japan. The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. Japan is a modest place, not much given to hubris, exaggeration, bombast, boasting, self-promotion, or superlatives. Whether it be ridiculously high density living in the big cities, or the gossipy, tedious provincial humdrum, Japan is a place where few people realize their full potential. They purposely rein themselves in, knowing if they don't, society will do it for them. This adds up to tremendous internal self-induced pressures which constantly bubble away under the surface calm. The Japanese patina of customary standard politeness and consideration masks what is really going on in other people's desperate lives. So, let's get off our high horse this year and stop being a pain. Let's encourage those around us to live to their full potential. Let's feed back to them what they are doing well. Let's recognize them for their many strengths. Let's be indirect, tactful, and circumspect about pointing out any shortcomings. Let's help others to really stretch their comfort zones and assure them that the risks associated with growth are worth it. Let's note and praise tiny, faltering steps forward to inspire others to make even bigger strides. We must simply stop complaining. We should take that whole sad vocabulary out of our thought and speech patterns. We will now speak in positive terms about life, business, and those around us. We will switch on a mental outlook that emanates a powerful external illumination to guide others to find their own strengths hidden within as they climb the hill. In short, in 2017, we become a tremendous giver of good, a guiding beacon for the positive in our dark, desperate foreboding, and at times simply terrifying reality. Decide which world you want to inhabit and then become that world. We often want and wait for everyone else to make the change, to improve, to do better. By the way, how has that been working out for you so far? This year, let's try another approach. Be the light. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. We hope you enjoyed today's show, brought to you by the Sales Advantage course. As mentioned, if you have a performance or people challenge in Japan, then maybe we can help you. Contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Also remember to access your Dale Carnegie training free reports, white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much more. Then go to our website, japan.dalecarnegie.com. Check out my other podcasts, the Presentation Japan series and the Sales Japan series on iTunes.